Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. Today we're actually going to be doing a double feature video because my husband had a request, and sometimes his requests get bumped to the top. Sometimes. But he wanted me to check out Between 2 Points from David Gilmour, but he told me it was a cover. And typically what I like to do on this channel is if I don't know a song that somebody's doing a cover of, I like to check out the original just to have something to compare it to and also to give credit to the original artist. And the original artist for this one is the Montgolfier brothers. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, we'll check this one out first, then I'll come back and I'll talk about David Gilmour a little bit and my Pink Floyd knowledge, both him and Pink Floyd. So yeah, let's just start with this song. Let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. Unfortunately, there's no video for this one, so we'll just have to listen. And I have the lyrics up on the screen to follow along as well.
Broke an early promise, put trust in an unknown, fell headlong into the arms of the first that stirred me.
Sounds either sad or suspenseful music, I want to say.
And took me to a place I'd never been, a place I've never been since. Stopped hoping at an early age, stopped guessing at an early age.
It makes me a little sad.
Accepting things from day one,
The lyrics aren't really that sad.
and then things can't go too wrong. Just let them walk all over you.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
The punches and the pain. Let the lifeblood drain away from you. They're right, you're wrong,
Gosh, this is sad.
and you can see it in the way they look at you. Feel it in the way they treat you. Always the last to know, always the first to leave. And when the sky begins to fall, the blame all along you knew was yours.
When the sky begins to fall, the blame all along is you is
Fever
yours.
at 5, your guardian angel gives up the ghost, and you can see it in the way they look at you. Feel it in the way they treat you. Always the last to know.
I feel like if I listen to this too much, it would make me cry.
Always the first to leave. Just let them walk all over you. Laugh through the punches and the pain. Let the lifeblood drain away from you. They're right, you're wrong,
some thoughts. Definitely a sad song though. Oh my gosh. I don't like to talk too much over a song, but this ending is kind of going with what I want to say when it does end. I was gonna say if it ends, but then it ended. So what I want to say about the song kind of goes along with just that simple tune for the music, that it is very simple. It's pretty much the same thing throughout the entire song. It's a 6-minute song apparently. But the fact that the lyrics are really, I mean, it's a sad sounding tune. I said that before really the lyrics even took over. And I couldn't really tell from the lyrics at the beginning. It says, broken early promise, put trust in an unknown, fell headlong into the arms of the first that stirred me. So you don't really know, right? But then unsteadied a steady heart. It took me to a place I've never been, a place I've never been since. Okay, actually when I was listening, I thought it was the other way around, so I might not have realized it until just now when I was rereading the lyrics. Unsteadied a steady heart. That should have been my first red flag that it was going to be a sad song. Just let them walk all over you, laugh through the punches and the pain. Let the lifeblood drain away from you. They're right, you're wrong. And you can see it in the way they look at you, feel it in the way they treat you. Always the last to know, always the first to leave. And when the sky begins to fall, the blame all along in you is yours. Wakes you with a fever at 5. Your guardian angel gives up the ghost. Does that mean the guardian angel is just like your guardian angel is giving up on you? That might be the most depressing line I've ever read in my life. I don't know if this is what my husband was expecting, but he typically doesn't pay too much attention to lyrics. So I'm not even sure if he knows what this is about. I mean, the music is kind of, I don't know. I want to listen to the David Gilmour version before I say anything else, because that's specifically the one that he wanted me to listen to. This was just me listening to this one on my own. And he said that he did this song with his daughter, which is a Romany Gilmour. So we'll see what that's like. But just really quick, my knowledge of David Gilmour and Pink Floyd is minimal. That's just what I wanted to say at the beginning. I don't really know a ton about either one. I listened to High Hopes on here, and that song I did like. The thing that I don't like about Pink Floyd, and I said this when I did that song, is that they use a lot of like bells and noises, and sometimes it's just like a lot to take in for my brain. It just makes me feel anxious, or they just kind of come out of nowhere. Like I know there's one that has like a dolphin kind of sound in it, and you know, I know that's what they were going for with that particular song, but it just kind of takes you off guard, and I don't really like that. Or I think the big one that I always complain about is time, because there's a lot of like clocks and alarms going off, and again, it's just too much for my brain. So this song, at least the original, didn't really have that problem, but we'll see what the David Gilmour version is like. And yeah, if you don't already have your headphones on, pop them on, turn it up, and here we go. I wonder if she's like in the music industry too, or if it's just like a one-time thing with her dad.
Put trust in an unknown. Fell headlong into the arms of the force that stirred me. Unsteady to steady heart. Took me to a place I've never been, a place I've never been since.
Musically, I already like this one better than the original. There's just a little more depth to it, I want to say.
Stopped hoping at an early age. Stopped guessing at an early age. Start accepting things from day one, and then things can't go too wrong.
So sad though, so sad.
You can see it in the way they look at you. Feel it in the way they treat you. Always the last to know. In you is yours, wakes you with a fever at 5.
I do like this one though.
Your guardian angel gives up the ghost. Just let them walk all over you.
Interesting, when she said your guardian angel gives up the ghost, it kind of did like a
lifeblood drain away from you.
There's like two images of her there for like a split second. That's cool from like an editing perspective. I like that. Man, they look a lot alike too. Their faces. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I was a little worried that I wasn't going to like it, and I don't know how I would have felt about it if I only listened to that one. I feel like if I just listened to it by itself, I might have thought that it's slower, it's kind of depressing with the lyrics, but it's interesting because it still has, obviously the lyrics are the same, it still has the more melancholy vibe to it, but like I said, there's more depth, like just to the music. There's kind of a a drum beat in the background. Obviously, David Gilmour with the electric guitar. There's just more going on, which I liked, especially because it is a sad song. I think that kind of helps balance it a bit. But I'm going to scooch over and see if I can find some info about this song. So from what I can see about this song, I don't really think his daughter has done anything like musically aside from this, so that's kind of interesting, and that makes it sweet, I think, that she did that with her dad. But here on WCSX.com, it says, Between 2 Points is a cover of a 1999 song by the Montgolfier brothers. The cover also features Gilmour's daughter, Romany, on vocals and on harp. David Gilmour said in a statement, I realized that Romany has exactly the right sort of vulnerability and youth for the song. In fact, she was halfway through an essay with a train to catch when we asked her, okay, I'll sing it once, put the mic on, and that is 90% of the finished vocal. Yeah, my husband did say something, like it was quick to record it. I remember him saying that. And then on premierguitar.com, it says that Gilmour said, I've had that song on my playlist since it was released. More recently, I mentioned it to 1 or 2 people. I assumed that it had been a hit, but no one knew it. I asked Romney to give it a go. Yeah, I had never heard of that before. You guys let me know. Did you hear the original? Did you even hear the cover? But let me know if you knew that it was a cover. I always find that interesting because some people, I'm guilty of that myself. I'll hear a song and I'm like, this is a great song. And then I find out that somebody else did it first and I'm like, oh. Oh. But yeah, he has a new album out called Luck and Strange. It says it was recorded during a 5-month period and produced by Gilmour and Charlie Andrew. Lyrics were written by Polly Sampson, which is Gilmour's wife and collaborator for the past 3 decades. My husband told me that too already. That's not news to me. But I think that's really interesting. It's just an interesting setup to have your wife write the songs and then I guess you compose them the rest of the way. But it says the overall theme of the album addresses growing older and how mortality is often top of mind as someone ages. That's true, but this was a sad one. I still stand by that. It was sad, but I liked it, and I liked the David Gilmour version better. And I think it was, I don't know, going into it, I thought that they might trade off on vocals, like him and his daughter, but I think his daughter did a really good job. She has a beautiful voice. She kind of reminded me of 2 people that I listened to growing up, and one is Vanessa Carlton, which I know everybody probably thinks of like 1,000 Miles, but she had more deeper cuts, I guess you would say, that were slower songs. But on those tracks, she has a deeper and, I want to say, more thoughtful voice that just kind of expresses emotion really well. And also Dido, I want to say. That might be very weird. I don't know if anybody else got that from these vocals. But again, like the same deeper voice and kind of more monotone, I want to say, sound to their vocals. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but like a deeper, more monotone, drier kind of voice, if that makes sense, but still beautiful. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. But you guys let me know what you thought of this one. Let me know if you're a David Gilmour fan, if you're a Pink Floyd fan, if I should check out more by them. I think my husband would be very happy if I did so. But you guys let me know what you think as well. All right, this was a long one, but as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.